tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello! Welcome! Oh yeah, this song. It's the Young and Hungry After Show here on AFTERBUZZ TV. If you have not already, go to youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV. Hit subscribe. We're also on iTunes and SoundCloud. Subscribe there as well. I'm your host, Yael Tygiel. You can tweet at me live during the show at Yael Tygiel. That's YaelTygiel. We have two episodes we're talking about. We're talking about Young and Robbed and our Fan Appreciation Day. Let me introduce my lovely panel of co-hosts, Mr. Dakota T. Jones.
Hi guys, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones.
And Becca Brown.
Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Becca B Talks TV.
Awesome. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Gentleman. We're talking Young and Robbed.
Yes.
What did you guys think of it? We really have one episode to break down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What did you guys think of this episode?
I thought it took a clever turn.
Yeah, you were really excited.
End. I was watching it in the car on the way, and I was like making noises.
To be clear, you don't drive.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't drive. I had a lift.
Yes.
Drive me here, but yeah, I was like dying out laughing in the back seat. So.
Awesome.
I approve of the episode.
Good. Dakota?
I thought it was very witty. The only thing that I was confused about was the fact that even though they're sort of like figuring things out, I'm talking about Josh and Gabi.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand what makes it like okay for her to be like, you know what, I'm gonna start dating again. Like after all the work she's put into Josh.
Because she's Gabi.
Yeah, she's Gabi. We'll talk about the waiting and dating situation as we get a little further into the show. I want to talk about Rob. The robber. Rob. So he's not on Facebook.
No.
He works in finance. He works for a bank.
Mm-hmm.
He's really hot.
He was really hot. I did notice that as well. He was very attractive, yes.
Heart eye emoji.
Did you say heart emoji?
I said heart eye emoji.
Oh, heart eye emoji. Nice.
Yeah.
Good emoji. That's accurate. Absolutely. Dakota's like, whatever.
Oh my goodness.
I liked that he was handsome. I also liked, Becca was watching with me while I was watching this episode, and when they got to the liquor store and he said, I'm going to go get some wine, I went, oh no. He's going to come out and shout, drive, drive, drive. That was very clear.
Yeah, no, that was obvious.
It was obvious, but you're right. The twist at the end with the girlfriend.
I wasn't expecting that part.
No.
I was thinking, okay, he's a robber, like we get
Yeah.
it, but like that was a total twist that I thought was hilarious.
Well, at first I was kind of just going along trusting him, then when Gabi called Sophia to check in with Sophia and was like, oh yeah, everything's great, blah, blah, blah.
Really?
I'm like, okay, so everything's great now, but he's going to come out in a few seconds and he's going to...
That's when you that's when you stop trusting him?
Yeah,
the moment he was like brought up in the episode, when he like sneaks in after hours and grabs out of the tip jar, I was like, okay, obviously this guy is not legit. Like I could have swore he was going to be a robber, because who does that? Who goes and like steals out of the tip jar when it's closed?
Absolutely.
Well, I was blinded by his looks too, so...
Oh, Becca. Oh, Becca.
Oh, poor Becca. You're too trusting. I mean, at least he wasn't a robber.
Yeah, true.
When he wasn't on Facebook, that is a huge red flag.
That is.
Yeah.
Very.
Maybe.
I like that we got information about him. I actually was trying to take notes about like who he is and profile him for some reason. I don't know why that felt necessary, but I had it.
Investigation.
Yeah. It's just in my nature. What's interesting is this is a month after they have decided to break up. That was said in the episode that it's been a month.
Yeah.
Time is just like, you never know on this show.
Yeah.
I know.
Actually.
Sometimes it's like the next hour, the next day, and then sometimes, it's next month now.
Yeah, the season premiere was a minute after the season finale.
Yeah, literally.
So is there.
Crazy. I was expecting us to like, be a little further along in the series and then have a bunch of flashbacks in the first few episodes. But no, they started like right after the bus had left, the food truck had left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird that we're now so far ahead.
Yeah.
A month.
Yeah.
A long time. A lot can happen in a month.
Right. All right.
How many people has Josh dated since?
I assume none.
I don't think he's dated anyone since the.
Oh, you sure though?
I'm
Because
pretty
he's
sure.
Josh.
We'll talk about that when we make a note. We will discuss that when we get to the waiting dating conversation.
Okay.
I want to talk about Josh's journal.
Yeah.
Because Josh's journal. Oh, how cute that he's journaling.
I know.
It's intensive journaling.
Intensive.
Remember how he's really rich?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even work. He has time to intensively journal all day.
Yeah. How is he really rich?
I mean, he owns
His
companies.
brilliant ideas that he sells the ideas to. Like, that's what I want to do with my life.
Come up with that. Well, start coming up with ideas.
Start coming
what
up
do you
with
got,
ideas.
Dakota?
Share.
I don't want to say it now because then everyone's going to take my ideas.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Yolanda
my God.
seeing the journal. She did not.
Yolanda is a prankster.
It was very clear that she, right? Like, I knew that.
Well,
I wrote Yolanda saw it.
Yeah.
Saw quotation marks.
I wrote down what she had said. She said that what she saw was that he wrote, I need to make a change. I have dead weight. And do I really need a publicist? All of those statements could have actually been in there.
Yeah.
Because those are totally reasonable.
Right.
Because does he really need a publicist?
Probably not.
I don't think he does.
And let's be honest, like, I love Rex, like, Elliot, but like, really, he is kind of dead weight to Josh.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
But
110%.
but he adds a lot to the show.
I think we even talked about it on the episode with Rachel Ray.
We
Wait,
said
he's a publicist?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Your social media?
Yeah,
What?
I completely forgot that he's a publicist. Speaking of publicity, I want to take a moment to talk to you guys about someone. Speaking of publicity, so you guys are aware of the Tomorrow Show.
Yes.
So if you've ever been curious about a celebrity boyfriend's, well, I guess fiance's, midlife crisis, or if you enjoy hearing stories about behind the scenes of Hollywood, or if you're just amused by old TV and movie references, then you will love the Tomorrow Show. It's from Kevin Undergaro, who is the creator of AFTERBUZZ.
Yay.
He's also Maria Menounos' fiance. And if you love Roxy Stryer, Ashley Daniels, Lauren Lagrasso, Phil Svitek, a lot of other AFTERBUZZ people, then check out The Tomorrow Show every Monday and Thursday night, live, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific time on thetomorrowshow.com. You can subscribe and download for free on iTunes. Go to thetomorrowshow.com for more info.
Check
Love
it out.
Yeah.
Do you know where they film? Do they film here?
They don't film in this studio. They film in the Tomorrow Show studio.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a very cool studio. They have like a tricked out bus,
No way.
like a party bus. It's a little more adult than Young and Hungry. It's more freeform than ABC Family, I would say.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's so cool. I'd love
Yeah.
to see the set sometime. That's awesome.
Check it out.
It makes me wonder what's in Kevin's journal, right? If he were asked to intensively journal.
Yeah.
What would be in it?
Yeah. I doubt he would call his publicist dead weight.
Probably not.
So when Elliot's trying to see what's in the journal, right, he goes into Josh's bed, and we have this moment of them cuddling.
And Elliot is in heaven.
Yeah, Elliot's married.
Yeah. I think Elliot forgets that he's married.
A lot. I forget that Elliot's married a lot.
Right.
Well, I don't forget he's married. I just kind of
How can you not? Like, where is
I
his
don't know.
husband all the time?
like, for some reason it seems okay for him to be like in love with Josh, but I still realize that he's married. I don't know.
Crazy.
I mean, we had that whole with the masseur who was giving him the massage, and Yolanda was trying to trick him. We had that, which reminded us that he's married. But then we have him in bed
Yeah.
with Josh being like, oh. And then when he gets out, he's like, I left bed for this.
Yeah.
What? No,
Like,
you're married.
Hello, Rich Elliot,
Infidelity.
you have a husband.
It's like Rob, who forgot that he had a girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, that they live
Forgot.
together too.
Yeah, that they live
That's
together.
crazy.
We might be living together, so call my work. Why, you're such a jerk.
No?
It was nice to see Sophia be the voice of reason again.
Yeah.
Yes, I love
I miss that.
Sophia.
I love her. She's like the character that kind of brings us all together at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she goes along with a lot of the crazy stuff that Gabby says,
Yeah.
but she really pulls everyone together at the end of the day, and that's why I love her character.
Well, her and
Little so-so.
Yolanda usually, like, sometimes holds everyone together at the end.
Do you love her alternate, like a little so-so?
I
love that.
love Little So-So.
I love it
I want to
so
be
much.
best friends with her.
It reminds me, not to get into the second part of our show with the fan appreciation, it reminds me a little bit of Lola and
Oh,
Lily. Right?
yes.
It's Lola versus Lily. That's a Hannah Montana reference for those who missed it.
Oh, I love Hannah
Yes.
Montana. That was my
There are
show.
some Hannah Montana references.
Yeah. My two favorite parts of this episode were the motion detector. The way Rex
I loved
was
that
amazing.
so much.
It was absolutely hilarious.
I wasn't
was.
well. I wasn't expecting that at all, and I thought it was the funniest thing that's happened this season.
I expected
probably.
to see him, because it was motion detector, I expected to see him. He was running to be like mid, like
Yeah.
standing funny,
Yeah.
and that was going to be it. But the idea that it was the,
Like a push
it was the lasers,
Which
That's
we've never seen
yeah,
before.
so clever.
I'm like, okay, he has really high security measures in his
Yeah,
place.
and that's
is-
got to be new because we've seen
Yeah.
we've seen his penthouse at night, and they've never had the sensors on.
well, that's the thing, is that wasn't on when he was sleeping.
No,
It's just
Why
when
not?
he leaves the house.
that's true. That is weird.
right.
That's very weird. But Rex is a great actor, and I think his comedic timing is just impeccable.
Oh yeah, in every episode.
And the fact that he was running and then got down in a push-up so fast, like
Yeah.
he knew where the sensors were going to hit, so funny.
So it was actually,
I died.
it was one of my two favorite parts of this episode. My second favorite part, Becca does, is Officer Morrison.
oh yes.
This police officer and his daughter
And his
going through
daughter.
puberty. I'm sorry, I love a good period joke. I love a good period joke, and that was so freaking funny.
Pell, I might not be saying that right. Said it was in the middle of the night too, and
Yeah.
Elliot was wearing a suit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So does he only wear suits?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We saw in the episode where him and Yolanda were like taking a nap together. He wears like a sooty pajama.
Yeah.
Like a sooty type of pajama,
True.
which
course, he
looks
looks
really
good in a
comfy.
suit. Yeah.
Uh,
Am I the other one who thinks Officer Morrison and his 11-year-old daughter, who just got her first period, should have their own spinoff?
yes.
I think so.
That'd be a great spinoff. I would
I
approve.
would totally watch that.
I'd approve.
Young in puberty.
Young and puberty.
Young in period. Something along those lines.
Oh my god.
The period
David
of our
Holden.
lives.
Oh my god.
That's a good one.
This period in time. All right, I'm done. Okay, before we
Out of
move
control.
on, before we move on to the dating versus waiting conversation, because that was really the whole message of the first episode. I want to take a moment to thank our fans for tuning in. Guys, thank you
Yes.
so much to everyone who joined us live in the chat. Welcome to our new time slot. Yay!
Yay, it's
Yay.
earlier.
Yeah. And thank you to everyone who's gone to iTunes. We issued a challenge to our fans. We said if you guys write 5 new reviews, we have 1 written. So there are 3 written total. 1 is new. We need 4 new reviews before the season finale of the show. We will get Jonathan in studio.
Yes.
That is a challenge we have issued, and I can deliver on this promise.
Yeah.
Jonathan Sadowski, guys.
He's coming in.
He plays Josh, for those who don't know.
yeah.
For those who aren't paying
For
attention.
some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't know, but.
So we need 4 new reviews. We have a new one. We'll read it out right now. But for those who don't know what I'm talking about, go to iTunes, subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. That way, when we do make time changes, you don't miss anything. Also, give us a rating and a review. If you like us, which we hope you do, that's 5 stars. If you don't like us, that's 4 stars. The other stars, they don't work. So you might as well
No.
just skip them. Ignore them.
They're actually broken, yeah. I tried.
Yeah. So 5 stars, perfect. 5 if you like us, 4 if you don't. Write something, just bang on the keyboard. Even a happy face will do. We will
An
count
emoji.
that. An emoji. 5 new reviews. We need 4 left now.
Yeah.
4 new reviews, and we will get Jonathan in for the finale.
Yeah.
Love it.
Take it away, Becca.
Okay, so the new review is from game_wow, and it says awesome group of commenters, and great at involving the chat with the discussion.
Awesome.
Aw.
And it's 5 stars.
Thank you. And it's 5 stars.
Thank you so much, game_wow. We love you.
Yeah.
We love you.
So
Love.
4 more. So simple. Just write
Yes.
that.
Do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
That's
Pause the video. Go right now.
No,
do
don't
it,
pause the
and then
video.
come back
Just
and
be
then play.
listening.
Yeah. While you're listening.
While you're listening.
Okay, so let's talk about this dating versus waiting situation, because it really started our episode and ended it.
Yes.
So Gabby thinks she's gonna wait because Josh is doing the therapy thing.
Meanwhile,
and
I'm like, no.
you say no.
Well, no. Meanwhile, I'm thinking Gabby's not gonna wait. It's
Well,
impossible.
She thinks she wants to wait until she sees Rob.
Until she sees Rob.
Because he's real handsome. Rob Burr. He is so handsome. I mean, I get it. I wouldn't wait either.
I am. I do too. I get it.
Dakota's like, whatever.
I'm like,
I get it.
personally, I would wait, but that's up to you guys.
Personally.
Yeah, so we have a waiting and dating situation.
Uh-huh.
Sophia stands on the dating side. She says, why would you wait for him?
At first.
Which I was kind of surprised with because she usually is the calm voice of reasoning, but she here was kind of like, you know what? No, let's do it.
Wait, you don't think that you think that if she were to say wait for him, that's the voice of reason?
I mean, I think so personally because just because I've been rooting for this couple to happen for so long, and they've been on the brink of it, and finally we had something there, and then
Don't use
boom.
on the brink if you don't mean tonight.
That's true.
Right? Like he said.
That's true.
On the verge of a breakthrough. What happened
Sure.
tonight? Don't use the word verge.
True. Very true.
Very true.
But personally, I would like to see her wait just because I'm like, come on, we've been like dying for this for 3 seasons now. Let's make it happen.
But realistically, it's Gabby.
Yeah.
Right. So I know that you want her to wait.
Right.
But do you think it's the voice of reason in this relationship where it's been on and off, almost? Should she even bother waiting when we know it's going to eventually end there? And I think they know that too.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
What do you think?
I think, I mean, you're saying basically they keep going back and forth, like, why doesn't she just move on and, like, try her own thing for a while? Is that what you're saying? While he's figuring himself out?
What's the point of waiting when when eventually they're going to come back to each other anyway?
That's true.
What do you all think? Whoever's tuning in right now, comment. What do you all think?
Should she wait? Should she date?
Waiting or dating? Because I have mixed opinions now.
You have mixed opinions. Share.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking about a lot now after that. I'm just like, okay, so they will probably end up together
Right.
at the end.
Ooh.
So even if she did date other people, then they'll still make their way back to each other in the end. Because they have before in the past.
And it's not just because it's a TV show, but because of the way their relationship is. When they started officially dating, Josh said, this is someone I could see myself with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is, he wants to be with her. He wants to commit to her. He's working on committing to her.
Right.
It's not just like a high school relationship.
What's the harm in dating?
That's the thing is, like, I think because he's trying so hard this time to commit and he's learning about himself, I feel like, we've gone through all these seasons where, she has dated other people while they've been intermission, like, dating. I think it would be a great change for her now to sit and be like, you know what, I'm going to chill out for, like, a few months. Like, see if he can figure himself out, and if so, we can really move forward with this. But, like, the fact that he's trying to figure himself out and see if he can commit, and meanwhile she's, like, going and, like, hanging out with all these guys, then that's just going to be mixed communication, which is going to get back to him, and then he's going to, like, oh, well, maybe I don't want to be with her anymore. Like, I feel like they just need to take a moment and just, like, really dedicate each other to each other, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I think we've already seen all this other stuff where he's dating, she's dating, it never works out, and they get together for like 5 seconds. But I think they need to sit down and have an honest conversation. But will that happen? Probably not.
Well, I mean, we had an honest conversation at the end of the episode, didn't we? Where he was saying to her, I want you to wait, but I can't ask you to.
Yeah.
Which was really beautiful.
Yeah.
Because, it was heartbreaking because he doesn't really have a right to say to her, I want you to wait for me.
And I love that he admitted that. Like, I don't have the right to control you and be like, no, you can't do this or that. I love that he, like, said that because so many people in relationships are like, no, you're going to wait for me or that's it. I'm going to figure myself out. But if you're going to go with other people, then I'm out. It's like, I liked how he was honest and realistic. Yeah.
Do you think that's the result of therapy?
I think so.
I think it's helping.
But I also think it's just him.
I think it's a good step for him.
Yeah.
I also think it's just the true Josh shining through because we see bits and pieces of him being honest. And so maybe it's just something deep down inside where he's like, you know what? this is how I feel.
Yeah. People in the chat?
Pell said that, correct me if I'm saying that wrong, but Josh is fixing himself for her to be better for her. So why wouldn't you want to wait for him?
That's a great point. That is a great point.
But put in the comment below, does she have commitment issues? Which I think she does too.
Oh, absolutely.
I think she may have more issues than he does.
I think she has a lot of issues. I think she, like personality and whatever. But I think that if he were ready to commit, I think she would be ready to commit. I think after maybe a year, she would have, like, her commitment issues would come up.
Yeah.
Because I don't think she's ever been in
a committed relationship.
I don't think she's been able to keep a committed relationship.
Right.
I think the Cooper relationship was about as committed as it got for her.
Exactly. She was in a committed relationship. She just couldn't keep it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was only for what, like at least a month or maybe 2 or 3 That was like not very long at all.
But it felt like so long.
Yeah, it was long compared to like the
All
one
the other
episode relationship that happened. I mean, the dating option brings in a lot of like awesome guest stars and hot people and all that stuff.
I mean, we're not complaining.
So, so I mean, that's a reason I'd like to see her date. And just
but wouldn't it be
people.
interesting to see them both committing to each other, and then as guest stars come in and hot people come into their lives, they have to deal with, well, I'm committed now.
That would be a great spin on it, because we've already seen the other so much that we should, that I hope that they do that. I hope that there's a point where they're committed and then these people try to like sway them or be like, come with me.
Like Cooper comes back.
I would love to see Cooper come back.
Because that would be an interesting, dynamic to have to deal with.
I just feel like Gabi would screw it up, like she always does. And like, she would like kiss him or something and be like, oh no, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds like the show.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Salty Crocs, which I like the username.
Nice.
Said, I think they are afraid of committing after all this time of crushing on one another and possibly of the relationship not working out.
Yeah. I feel like Gabi needs to get into therapy as well.
I love the username.
I'm sorry, that username is the best thing I've heard in a long time.
You guys are silly.
And I like the icon too. But
silly. All right.
Silly.
One thing I want to see happen is I want to see the show focus more on maybe Sophia getting into a relationship.
But I mean, with Jake, right? Like, I was surprised Jake wasn't in this episode.
Well, because they broke up.
I know, but like, why can't they be together? Because they're cute. Like, are they gonna like write him out of the show now? Was he just here for a few episodes?
I think he's
just
done.
a few episodes.
I think Jake's gone for now.
Sadly.
Yeah, but I want her to like have a dating life too, and not just having to watch her friend.
Yeah, I don't want her to just be the friend. I was happy for her.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should talk a little bit about the fan appreciation episode.
Yes.
Where is our new episode?
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool getting to see the cast as like people instead of the characters, like who they are. But I am like impatiently waiting for the next episode.
Yeah. I think Kim Whitley was an amazing hostess, though.
Yes.
Like, she was so great.
Funny, hilarious.
Yeah, I personally really like bloopers.
Yes.
So to see them, I don't know what it is. I really like it when actors mess up their lines and then swear. It just makes me laugh.
So funny.
It makes me laugh.
You just like lit up whenever that came on the screen. You were just like, oh my gosh, I love
bloopers.
this.
Yes.
I love bloopers.
Me too.
Fantastic. And then Jonathan, his like burping thing.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I want fans to start sending him videos of themselves
burping.
Oh my gosh, that would be great.
That's new challenge.
New challenge,
for
guys.
whoever's watching. Please send a video.
Tag us.
Of yourself burping to Jonathan.
Tag us. We'll share it on the
We'll share it. Yeah.
We'll share it, definitely.
That was just my favorite part. That was that and the bloopers.
My favorite was the taglines that they all have.
catchphrases?
Yes.
The
yay! And then my damn.
Yes.
I really like that they kept sprinkling the yay in there.
Oh my gosh.
They're like in the middle of other people's catchphrases, they'd throw in the yay.
Because there's so many of them.
I liked how Kim Whitley was like talking the whole time about like during bloopers, like, Oh, here's bloopers of everyone else but me.
Yeah.
That made me laugh. That was great. Love her.
Because then she got her own bloopers at the end.
At the end, at the very end.
Love
Bloopers
her.
make me laugh.
We got even more bloopers because
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I can't look at you.
yeah.
Bloopers are the best.
The person sneezing.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
That was
Bless
just
you.
someone from the audience, right? Just like randomly sneeze. Bless
Someone
you.
in like the crew. Bless you.
That happens a lot. That happens a lot on shows. I just wish we would have had another episode because I wanted to now that we understand where they're standing, he's really fixing himself, and she's gonna learn that she should fix herself too. I wanted to see where they were going.
But I think it's cool that they took the time to answer some of those.
Oh,
things.
I
think it's great.
Yeah, I love when they do that. I just didn't want it in the middle of our season.
In the middle of the season.
It's like when America's Next Top Model in the middle of the season goes like, here's what's happened so far. And I went, I've watched this season. I don't need this.
I don't need this. This is like taking up time, precious time that could have been new
But we
material.
wouldn't have bloopers.
Yeah.
If that hadn't aired.
They should have like
torn.
made a thing like a 5-minute after an episode type of thing.
Or
during the commercial break.
no, it would have been a really great end of season, like after
true.
the season finale.
Yeah.
Here's a special.
Right.
That
But
would've-
not take up one of our episodes.
Randomly
You know
in
what
the
I mean?
middle, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's true.
I like Amy was funny at the end when she alluded to the crying.
Oh my God, Amy is hilarious.
So great.
We decided she should write the
we
show.
decided that she should write the show, so
I would love to have
Or
her
at
in
least one
sometime. She
episode.
just seems so sweet.
Yeah.
she's
her.
Yeah, she's great.
All right.
She's
Let's head
hilarious.
into predictions. Mostly because we've been predicting all
Now,
the whole time.
your
Yeah.
AfterBuzz TV
predictions.
All right.
Hi.
Hi. Do you think we will see them back together before the end of the season?
Maybe. I feel like we're going to get something the next episode.
Okay.
Like a little teaser, like they're going to get back together. And then the next episode after, which is the finale, I believe. At least.
We only have 2 more. I think we have 4 more.
Do we?
I think there might be 2.
I think there's
have
only
2
2.
more?
Yeah. Because if we were, I believe so.
Okay, fair point. Fair point.
2 more that I've seen.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah.
I feel like basically they're gonna get back together next episode, and then the next episode they are gonna have some kind of tribe or tribulation where it's gonna like kind of fall apart, and then we're gonna leave on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I agree with the cliffhanger part. I don't know if we'll see them back together before the end of the season.
Or maybe we'll get a glint of hope.
Do you
maybe
think-
hope.
Do you think someone will leave town by the end of the season?
Someone as in.
As in Gabby or Josh?
Oh, like fly to another
one of them-
country.
Yeah, one of them will go, I need space and leave.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I
I'm
would
going to
literally-
China to see Cooper.
Oh my
Calm
gosh.
down about Cooper. girl.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, I like him. I want him back.
I know you do.
He's the only person I'd be okay with, like, a love triangle happening.
Love triangles
Somebody-
give me a headache.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
they get.
pick
I
one.
don't like love triangles, but like for Gabby, I could see both Cooper and Josh working out for her.
All right, real
the same
crazy,
time.
real crazy prediction, and I'm gonna throw it out there, and no one hate me.
Mm-hmm.
What if Josh gets drunk
Mm-hmm.
and sleeps with Sophia,
Oh
and Jake comes back? Because when you have a love triangle, it's much better when it's a lot bigger than a triangle.
no. Like a pentagon or a square.
That would be
Rhombus.
genius.
I would be
Love
so.
That would
Rhombus.
actually be genius.
I love that.
Love rhombus.
I would be livid if that happened. I'd be like, really? Because then that's gonna like give tension between Gabby and Sophia, and then that's gonna like make them not trust each other, and it's gonna break everyone apart. But that would be a
I
really
think
good
that'd
cliffhanger.
actually be so great. I want to see that happen, to
okay.
be honest.
Just throwing that
It's
out
so
there.
like weird because like the whole Jake and Josh thing, like why can't they just chill out and stop sleeping with each other as love interests?
I think that's our brothers.
Every time Jake and Josh comes up, I keep thinking Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
Instead, it's just
different show,
different show.
Different show.
different network,
Different decade.
not on Freeform.
Yeah, not on Freeform, but it sounds the same.
It does. Yeah, I would like to see this.
Rhombus.
I just want, like,
Star.
I
Drawing
just
star.
want the show to focus more on Sophia's love life instead of
Yeah,
only Gabi.
I think it would be really helpful for Gabi to help Sophia.
Sophia was, but in the past she has tried to help Sophia with stuff, and
Right.
it just never goes as planned.
But she's grown up a little, right? She dates a robber. She's matured. She'll date just some guy who's stealing from her nail salon.
She's
also,
mature.
I predict this nail salon is going to be playing more of a role
And
in the show, seeing as how we've been there a few times now.
Right. What, like 3 times now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'd
Maybe.
love to see, like, you know, Gabi be like, you know what, Josh, I don't need you, and like go get a job at the nail salon and just like have that full time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then like he comes in to save her, and she's like giving someone a pedicure, you know, like this really nasty guy with gross toenails or something.
Like
You need to calm down.
talking about all her issues with like this random stranger.
Well, I mean,
or,
she
like,
could go
500
upstairs
strangers.
to the therapy session.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, I think we've predicted enough. Any final thoughts on Young and Robbed or the fan appreciation episode?
Besides, Rob is still really hot, even though he's
I don't mind that
a
he's a girlfriend.
horrible person,
Yeah, I
apparently.
was like, I'll call his work phone.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'll call your work phone. Give me your number. But
I wish that we could have been at the fan appreciation event. That would have been
Yeah,
super fun.
That would have been great.
I want to see more of Yolanda in episodes.
Yeah, I am Elliot's husband.
Yeah, where's Elliot's husband?
I have one more prediction.
Sure.
I think it would be genius. Like once Young and Hungry kind of phases off, I would love to see a spinoff show of just Yolanda and Elliot.
Yes.
There could be so many
With
things
Officer
covered.
Morrison.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Wouldn't that
And
be
his
a great
11-year-old
spinoff?
daughter.
11-year-old
They
daughter.
could talk about so much and get in so many fights, and it would just be so entertaining.
I would watch it.
I would.
Absolutely.
Shout
Love it.
out to Rex and Cam
Yeah.
because they're funny.
They're the best.
Yes.
Absolutely hilarious.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you for joining us at our earlier time. We promise when there's 2 episodes, we'll talk longer.
Yes.
Becca, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Becca B Talks TV.
And Dakota.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mr. Dakota T. Jones.
Excellent. And you can find me online at Yael Tygiel. That's YaelTygiel. I also have a podcast. Yay!
Woo!
It's called Intimate Interrogations. It's free on iTunes, and it's as dirty as it sounds. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. That's right, every other Wednesday, right here,
Yes.
6 p.m. on AfterBuzz. Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.